All right, David, not sure where to start today, but let me pick up. I understand this happened this afternoon. I'd not heard this up until now. Jagmeet Singh, and we took him to task the other day, I guess, for saying, yes, the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, should resign. Will you be the one to help do it? Oh, I'm sorry, all options are on the table. So now, what's he said today? Any change to that stance?
No real change. Jagmeet Singh has been playing a very, very difficult game for months now. Some would say even a few years, even with the supply and confidence agreement that obviously was trashed by him at the beginning of this fall. The problem here, Aaron, is that Jagmeet Singh cannot go to the polls right now. It's as simple as that. Why? Because the NDP would get crushed. And all the polls say it, their internal polls say it, and today they don't have a lot of seats to speak of, but they have enough seats to matter because they currently hold the balance of power in terms of any confidence motion. The Bloc is with the Conservatives on this now, but you need the NDP to win any type of confidence motion and force an election. And for Jagmeet Singh, he will keep on keeping on with this strategy that has not worked for years now, which is saying, I'll try to extricate as many concessions as possible from Justin Trudeau to make that government stay alive. Mm-hmm. And one day, Canadians on the left and the center left will realize that I'm better than the Liberals. And the Liberal voters just aren't buying that. They're staying home. That's what the by-elections across the country have shown. Liberals aren't going towards the NDP. What they're doing is saying, well, we're just not going to vote, period. So the NDP is not growing. It's the same thing here in Quebec with Quebec Solidaire. It's not working. And Jagmeet Singh is hoping against hope, but it's not delivering any results. So that's why he won't commit. And this non-committal, after the nuclear bomb we witnessed on Monday, just shows how Jagmeet Singh, Canadians and electors in general across the world, they like principles. They like people that have positions, not that go back and forth and maybe in this, that, and the other thing, and we'll see. And it's not working for the NDP and Jagmeet Singh.
I don't even know how to ask the question, David, but given that and that really nothing has changed, and you've explained why they don't want to go to an election, what happens? Let's assume nothing happens between now and January 27th when they resume, right? What happens in the House of Commons that day?
Well, obviously, Pierre Poilievre will pretty much pull out the same playbook that he did during the fall session, but there's going to be much more urgency now because now the one thing that's going to have changed is, one, Donald Trump will be the president of the United States. He'll been sworn in on January 20th, and he's already trolling Canada. He's seeing and smelling the blood in the water, knowing that how weak Justin Trudeau is. But honestly, I get the sense that we won't get there. I obviously, technically speaking, you're right in suggesting with your question that Justin Trudeau could weather this. But right now, I think the Liberal Party of Canada, I think the parallel I would draw is, that couple of weeks after the horrendous June debate that Joe Biden had.
Yeah.
And Joe Biden was still president. But there was these couple of weeks where there was kind of this void where we didn't know what was going to happen. Is he going to stay? Is he going to stay the nominee for the Democratic Party? What's going to happen? This and the other thing. I think we're in this same type of situation where my sense is with what happened on Monday, the reactions across the country, and the fact that ordinary Canadians, not just pundits and people like us who follow this so closely, I think ordinary Canadians were reached by this. Ordinary people, I'm sure you talked to them, what happened on Monday, it got to them. It's one of those moments in politics where everybody said, okay, it's over, it's done. And so I think right now the fact that Justin Trudeau has canceled all the end-of-year media interviews, which if he were in a fighting mode, he would have done. Looking back on Monday and Tuesday, if he would have been on a fighting mode, you would have seen him. You would have heard him. You would have seen the surrogates, the closest allies come out clearly. We're keeping on, KBO, keep buggering on, as Winston Churchill used to say. And so you didn't see that. So I think we're in the kind of this kind of blackout period right now where things are getting sorted out. First of all, with the Prime Minister himself, the now very used up expression, the walk in the snow, it's happening right now. He's considering his future. And the fact that there are over 60 MPs that now are calling openly, the fact that the cabinet members have not come out with any kind of vocal, enthusiastic support as we've seen in previous crises. I doubt that we're going to get to January 27th, but we could. It is possible. But with the Prime Minister in a thoroughly weakened state, and also Jagmeet Singh may just get to a point where he doesn't have any choice. His game plan is, okay, maybe I can salvage something, I can score points, and we'll see the polling, and maybe get to the budget in March or April, and score victories and try yet again to say, see, it's because of me that we have all these great spending programs. But I don't see it.
Last question, David. Talk to me. Donald Trump, here we go again, or still, perhaps still is what I should say. This whole idea of Canada, the 51st U.S. state, and Justin Trudeau, the great governor of the state of Canada. Sure. Jean Charest weighed in on this today. What did he have to say?
Well, Jean Charest is saying, look, we have to respond. You can't let this go. And it illustrates also that, Donald Trump, this is a tried and true practice and tactic from Donald Trump. He's done that to other countries. He's done that to other entire continents, speaking about Africa. And remember his thoughts on Mexico a few years ago. And so he sees and smells blood in the water. He understands weakness, and he knows how to take advantage of it. He's entering into a very direct negotiation period with Canada and Mexico on trade. Starting day one on January 20th, he promised. I mean, I saw an interview on NBC with President Trump a week ago saying, you know what my favorite word is? Tariffs. Tariffs. That's my favorite word. And so he's setting up his game plan and going to, when his political enemies, his favorite accusation is basically he's telling them they're weak. He's done it with Biden, Hillary Clinton. The list is too long to name, even in the Republican Party. So he sees Justin Trudeau as very weak. He's pushing around Canada, and the fact is that Jean Charest is right in the sense that, look, the way to answer is with strength. And it shows how weak Justin Trudeau is right now, because normally a Prime Minister of Canada, imagine his father, imagine Brian Mulroney, imagine Stephen Harper or Jean Chrétien having this from a U.S. president, the response would be huge, would be massive. Now we've been having this for days now, even over a week, and the Prime Minister of Canada is nowhere to be seen on this.
Fair enough. David, that's where we'll leave it. I thank you so much.